Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. We are here in Murudeshwar and we are looking at Bhaja Govindam. Let's see which verse today we'll do. Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudhamate, Samprapte Sannihite Kale, Nahi Nahi Rakshati Dukrum Karane. Learning about the world, learning about the grammar, learning about the science of the world is not going to help you when the time comes. What is the time? The end time comes. It is not going to help. Then what is that which is going to help you when the end time comes, the last breath comes? Only the remembrance of the Lord. And it does not happen by fluke. It doesn't happen by fluke. You have to prepare. Every night you go to sleep, think what is the last thought that you are getting when you are going to sleep. Is it about your child? Is it about your pain? Is it about I'm so tired? Is it about food? Is it about your husband or wife or friend or whatever? Is it some desire, unfinished desire which comes up, and then I know I can't satisfy that desire, gone to bed. Exactly the same thing will happen when the last breath, Sannihite Kale, when the last moment approaches. If we have not prepared what the last thought is going to be, then we are at the mercy. That is why you are born as a human being. Something was unfinished. Oh, I missed the trip with Swamiji in the last life. Again you are caught up here. Last life. Now continuing. So maybe there are other desires which need to be filled. So they all got fulfilled. And now this one is coming out. This is all from past connections. This is not this life's connections. Past connections. So be very, Bhagavan Shankaracharya here is saying, Bhaj Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudhamate. Yesterday I told you how at body, mind and gross body, subtle body and causal body level, we need to purify at the body level, gross body level. You serve the world without any expectation in return. And how do you serve? That the whole world is the manifestation of the Lord Himself. That is how you serve. When Baba says, love all, serve all, it is not go out and come, I will serve you. It is not that way. The attitude here is more important than the world outside. So who is the world? Whoever comes into your life. Today that waiter came, then the priest came, then the security guard came, then you are taking the photograph, the person comes in between. That person is also coming, the world is coming to you. And while you are walking up, then the foot hit the stone and you topple a little bit. That's how the world came, and where did you come from? No, everything is a manifestation of the divine. Serve. And that for service, attitude is more important than whom you are serving to. So we want to serve who looks very sattvic. Sattvic means he is wearing white dhoti and having all the marks and having no hair, and he is going there at the temple. We all have this idea that all the priests are very sattvic, they are devotees of the God. They are the biggest crooks. You go to Haridwar, Rishikesh, Badrinath, they are all after this. In Badrinath and all, they drink at night because it's so cold. What can you do? So don't go after the makeup of the person. This is where we human beings lack. We go after the makeup. You keep your intention, you keep your attitude poor. Whoever comes into my life, I am going to serve. There is one microphone there. Just give me that behind the. फैन नहीं है ये कैसे हो सकता है इज इट देयर हाँ देयर इट इज देयर हाँ ये गॉट इट हाँ ये microphone so the fan sound will not go inside what the so your laughter will go but without the background sound of the fan so that's why this so inside is a microphone okay so what were you saying the attitude is most important the attitude of service not whom we are serving to very very important so when we practice it out there in the world it will help us then that will automatically translate into your mind also because you are going with that attitude so in the mind also thoughts you will not think bad about anyone you will not be jealous of anyone slowly it comes to that every thought is also Lord's only it's not mine it comes after some time and then silence is also divine manifestation only we all want silence isn't it that's why we go to sleep every night so silence is also manifestation of the divine so here yesterday we saw Murudeshwar dhana agama trishnam kuru sadbuddhim manasi vitrishnam yallabhase nij karamopatam vittam tena vinodaya chittam Murudeshwar dhana agama trishna ignorant people run after the money have desire for the money have infatuation for the money kuru sadbuddhim manasi vitrishnam but when we apply our buddhi the power of intellect and what is the power of intellect not to choose this or that but to discriminate is the power of intellect and discrimination is here it says sadbuddhi means you discriminate what is permanent and what is impermanent what is changeless and what is changing so who is changing
What is changing?
very good what else is changing the world is changing what else is changing
Relationship.
mind is changing what else is changing
Relationship is
relationship is changing that comes in the world what else is changing right everything you have to be specific then the mind understands what else is body your elder sister beat you to it what else is changing thoughts are changing that also she said what else breath is changing it's coming in and out your vision right now I'm seeing then I blink my eyes vision gone then I open again the vision is there smell is coming smell is going taste is coming taste is going sounds are heard no sounds are heard so everything is changing what do you think you are you think you are the senses you are the body you are the thoughts you are the emotions you are the convictions all this you are not so discrimination sadbuddhim kuru sadbuddhim cultivate such a intellect such a discriminative power where your attention is on the constant principle was the one which you accessed which you were in meditation this morning you saw the body but the observer is the constant the body keeps changing meditation will come and go but the one who knows the observer he always remains the same so many days have come and gone you have been the same so many days with waking dream sleep have come and gone but you have been the same you don't come and go but when you wake up you say oh I had a good sleep you're telling lies you did not have the sleep the mind had the sleep and you are observer of the mind that the mind was awake the mind was dreaming, the mind was free of all the thoughts, which is called sleep. Then again the mind woke up, and you know this from childhood till today that every day this has happened. So you who know this are other than the mind. How can you be that? This is Kuru Sadbuddhim. Sadbuddhim means continuously being alert and vigilant about the constant principle, the unchanging principle. Unchanging, constant, infinite principle, Sat, the truth, is who you are. Everything else apart from this is changing. So don't give too much value. So here he says, Kuru Sadbuddhim Manase Vitrishnam. When you come to this constant principle I or Atma, then automatically Vitrishnam, all infatuations, all desires for the world, desire is always for the world, it will start dissolving away. Then it says, Yalla base nij karmo patam vittam tena vinodaya chittam. Yalla base nij karmo patam. When you do what you are required to do in life, and by doing that, whatever wealth comes in your life, whatever income is earned in the right manner, whatever powers are gained. Remember yesterday I told you the siddhis also, whatever are gained, whatever abilities come as a result of living a right life, doing what is required to be done, where life has placed you. So right now, where has life placed you? In a satsang. No, I am on the bed, I feel like sleeping. No, but you are in a satsang. You are not on the bed, you are in a satsang. So where is our attention? So when we are eating food, where is our attention? Is it on the food or is it on everything else? When we are in the temple, is our attention on the God or is it on our children? Get blessings for my children, get blessings for my children. We have lost the plot. Lost the plot. So here when he says, Yalla base nija karmo patam, do your daily, wherever life has placed you, you do what is required to be done in the right manner, keeping your buddhi on the truth, on the self, on the God, whichever way. Then what will be the result? The result will be vittam tena vinodaya chittam. What is the wealth that you will gain? The wealth will be a peaceful, quiet, full of bliss mind. That will be your wealth. It's simple, but we again here, what is the solution? Come to the unchanging principle, come to the Ishvara, come to the Atma. Then all problems dissolve by themselves. What do we want to do? We want to dissolve the problems ourselves, which is not possible because you didn't create it. Ego is surviving on problems. Understand this. If there are no problems, ego has got no purpose. It has got no purpose. So it makes God also a problem. I have done so much for the God, why He has given me such a bad life? I did so much, why did this happen to me in my life? And we keep complaining there also. Continuing. Now, next is Nari stana bharanabhidesham. Nari stana bharanabhidesham. Drishtva maga mohavesham. Drishtva maga mohavesham. Etanmasavasadi vikaram. Etanmasavasadi vikaram. Manasi vichintaya varam varam. Manasi vichintaya varam varam. Nari stana bharanabhidesham. Drishtva maga mohavesham. Etanmasavasadi vikaram. Manasi vichintaya varam varam. Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudhamate. This is observation by Shankaracharya. He was a brahmachari, he was a sannyasi, but his observation. This is the greatness of realized masters. Those who are studying Jnaneshwari, Bhagavad Gita of Jnaneshwar Maharaj with me or Amritanava, you see what his fantastic observation is. So here is his, what happens? Nalini dalagatana bhidesham drishtva maga mohavesham. We get infatuated by maybe a handsome boy or a beautiful girl. Where does our attention go? How do Indian girls wear saris? Or they wear saris, the sari is always below the navel. This part is always empty, skin is seen, and all men's eyes go there only. See, Nalini Nari Sthanavar Nabhideshan. So you look at the breasts, you look at the voluptuousness of their breasts, you look at the Nabhi. Men watch what shape is the navel. It's a deep one, it's a thin one, it's a wide one, it's a broad one. What is the shape? We go after the shapes of the woman, isn't it? Is it a perfect shape? Is it a distorted shape? Is it 60-60-60? Is it 30-60-30? Which one? Which one? And we keep, मजा ही ले रहे हैं यार. So we keep looking at that. Same way, the other way also. The woman, they keep looking at the men. Muscular. Muscles अच्छे हैं, but दिमाग zero. Same thing. Girl is beautiful, but mind. Oh, what is that statement? Blonde and beautiful, but कुछ उसका एक statement आता है ना. But no brains. And many people I have seen, they come, I don't want to take names, they are married only because they fell in love with the form. And within 1 year they are divorced. It's both ways, not just the girl getting married to a handsome boy or a boy getting married to a beautiful girl. Oh, in photograph they look so perfect. What happened to that perfection after 1 year? 6 months. When we are doing ashram with Swami Anubananji, once after 6 months in the ashram, we went to one of the most expensive marriages held in Bombay. Crores of rupees. He had flown people from Europe in jumbo jets. He was a diamond merchant. And somehow, whatever the connection, he said, I want the blessings, bring your brahmacharis. We didn't go for blessing. Swamiji will bless, we will only eat. We ate like anything. Because ashram only dosa, idli. Same vegetable recycled every 3 days. Same dal always same. And we went to the marriage, oh wow, bang, 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 he ate so much. But that marriage, how long did it last? 4 months later, after crores and crores of rupees, millions of dollars, 4 months later, the father was the girl's father. The girl left the boy. I cannot live with this fellow, idiot, stupid. So Nari, so do not go after this. Here it says, Nari stana bharana bhidesham drishtva maga mohavesham. And by looking at that form, looking at the breast, looking at the navel, looking at the figure, we get infatuated. Mohavesham. We fall under the influence of that form. A perfectly happy, young, unmarried boy walking on the street looks at one and he says, what is life without a wife? And then he gets married. Oh, what a life because of a wife. This is how everywhere it happens. Yes, if we sort through those issues, then it's okay. In every family there is a relationship, there is some challenges. If you come through it, it's fantastic. But many people, especially today, in today's kids, they don't have that patience. They don't have that wisdom. Why? They are following this. Then the next line says, Etanmasavasadi vikaram. Oh, stupid. Yeah, because he is talking about samprapte sanite kale nahi rakshiti dukrum karne. So, you stupid, ignorant fool, understand. Don't go after these forms of man or woman. Understand. Every form is made up of etan mahasava sadi vikaram. It is a modification of and made up of what? Six things. What is that? Blood, urine, fecal matter, tissue, muscles, bone marrow, and bone. This is what every body is made up of. One more thing is there, phlegm. Maybe I have not said it in the right order, phlegm also. So these are the 6-7 things that go into making the body. Whether it is your body or my body or her body, if she is looking beautiful, also made up of that dirty things. What is that? Fecal matter, urine, pus, and phlegm, and bones and bone marrow. As long as the fecal matter is inside, I am happy. The moment it comes out, but you are carrying it. Some of us are carrying it for 2 days. Constipation. but as long as it is inside and you have not seen it. But the moment it comes out, every body, whether it is in the animal kingdom, whether it is in human kingdom, every body, every form is made up of these Shadvikaras. Recognize this. So don't go after the form. Go after the qualities. Go after the samskaras. Go after the values that a person is cherishing. But we go after the form, isn't it? Then it says, Manasi vichintaya varam varam. This keep repeating this in your mind, varam varam, again and again, again and again. That form, beauty is not more important than the values and samskaras. Why? Every body is made up of these blood, urine, this, that, etc., all these things. Again and again repeat it. Every time, and because life is such that we look, we get attracted, it automatically happens. Even sannyasis are, but you have to remember this. This is the verse that comes to our mind. Shadvikaras, are yaar, immediately zero value. But this comes with practice. Just as we have practiced to appreciate beauty, to appreciate sculpture, to appreciate the caves that we saw. So same way, this is a transformation. Satsang is a place of transformation. So you'll consciously cultivate new thoughts, and this is the thought. That instead of the form, we see the form as a modification of the 6, and we repeat that in our mind again and again, and our mind will come to a quietude. It will stop becoming distracted, attracted, infatuated, desirous, under the influence of such forms. Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudamate. Repeat. Nalini dalagata jalamati taralam, Nalini dalagata jalmati taralam, Tadvajjivitamatiṣaya chapalam, Tadvajjivitamatiṣaya chapalam, Vidhi vyadhyabhimanagrastam, Vidhi vyadhyabhimanagrastam, Lokam shokahatam cha samastam, Lokam shokahatam cha samastam. Nalini dalagata jalamati taralam, Tadvajjivitamatiṣaya chapalam, Vidhi vyadhyabhimanagrastam, Lokam shokahatam cha samastam. Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudamate. Then how do we live? Nalini dalagata jalamati taralam. Live like a lotus, which is born in the muck, in the dirty waters. but is untouched by the dirty waters. It's immaculate. Nothing can stick to it. The dirt cannot stick to it. Urvarukamevo bandhanat mrityormukshiyam amratat. So, the pumpkin or cucumber is born on a tree, on a vine, but it does not leave the vine. The vine leaves it once the cucumber is ripe. It stays where it is. Similarly, this is one example in Trambakam Yajame. And this is the other example. Nali nahi dalagata jalamati dalagata. That even though the waters are moving, the muck is coming and going, but you are ever the untouched lotus floating on the surface of all the. So, where what is the muck here? The world, the samsar, the relationships, the partners, the wealth, the everything that you, body, breath, mind, intellect, waking, dream, deep sleep, everything you can think of is the muck, including these thoughts. They are also muck. Then who is the one who is not disturbed by these thoughts? The one who knows that these thoughts are coming and going. That fellow. Be with that, be like that. He's like this. Tadvad jivitam atishaya chapalam. Then being like that, unaffected by the world, undisturbed by the world, thinking about the world, which includes all the beings, that everybody is made up of only these dirty things, man. Why do I need any relationship with anyone? I told you in yesterday's class or some other class, in Bangalore I went for one day to one fellow, and he is going to, here, I cannot leave my child, she's only 4 years old, and why she needs to go through the pain and of separation. I said, you filed for the divorce. She didn't file for the divorce. You should have thought about it. So, but you thought that my happiness is more important than my child and my wife's. It's a different matter what the wife is about. I said, but you thought about all that for 3 years. He was contemplating, and he couldn't take it any longer, and he filed for a divorce. And now he is going into a depression. Oh, I feel bound. My hands are tied. I said, why you say your hands are tied? Your hands are free. Now I become free. Now I can not only take care of my child, which you are already taking, you take care of more children, those who are in need. And suddenly he started smiling. He is driving me to the hotel where our hotel. And suddenly whole attitude of life changed. See? It's just sometimes just slight shift in the sail, in the boat. It can take you to South Africa, or it can take you to Yemen, where all the pirates are. One slight shift, half a degree. Sometimes you must have also seen, sometimes just one word, one sentence suddenly grabs your imagination, like our Amma has been saying, she's remembering some things that she has heard many years ago, and she is telling her. But it stays. What I say many times is what my teacher has told me. And it stays because it has made such a deep impact, and it has that sometimes one sentence is enough to transform our lives, or to transform certain issues that we are facing in our life. So here he says that Tadvad jivitam atishaya chapalam. This jivan is chapalam, it's continuously changing. And thinking like this, being like a lotus, you will be able to sail over it, or you will remain untouched by the world. Then it says, Vidhi vyadabhimana grastam. World is like this. Why world is like this? Why there is so much property? Why poverty? Why there are so many homeless kids? Why the sun is so hot? Why there are waves on the water? Why we have to climb up? Why the fan is turning round? Stupid, no? Our Swamiji says, what he says? Why the fan is going round? Take the why out, fan is going round. You got your answer. Why my wife is like that? Take out the why. My wife is like that. Answer. Accept it. Story over. But we are continuously why, and create problem for ourselves, anxiety for ourselves. Instead, we must have a solution oriented thinking, not problem creating thinking, solution oriented. So, by asking why and how, you are not going to find solutions. For that, you need a cool mind for a solution to come up. So here he says, Vidhi Vyadha Vimana Grastam. This body is only Vidhi Vyadha. What is our journey of body? Of ourselves, what we consider also to be the body? Birth, growth, disease, decay and death. Panchavikar. Birth, growth, disease, decay and death. These are things what I am saying now. Swamiji repeated to us 100 times, now it is by heart. But these are the 5 things that every body is going through. And then they say, why I eat only sattvic food, then why I am having these troubles? Because you ate sattvic. You should have eaten meat. Who asked you to eat only sattvic food? You should have drunk. You should have taken meat. The other fellow says, why am I ate all protein diet and still I am having problems? See, many people say, Swami, all these people who eat meat and all, they are never unhealthy. They are huge, tall, strong, and we are eating only dal bhat, and we say we are eating sattvic food, and we are having this problem, that problem, and compared to them, no strength, nothing. Their one fist is like our whole head. It's not like that. It is everybody. You don't know. You only looking at the form. You don't know what is going on inside. You don't know what is going on inside. What are their issues? So, wherever there is a form, this is the principle. Wherever there is a form, there is a birth of a form, there is birth, growth of a form, disease, decay, disease and death, or disease, decay and death. Whether it is this table, whether it is this TV, whether it is this camera, whether it is this suitcase, any form, including this universe. In our lifetime, we may not able to see it, but if you make your vision a bit focused, you will see birth, growth, disease, decay and death happening right now everywhere around you. Right? This is the principle. Now live by the principle. But we live by emotions, we live by attachments, we live by infatuations, we live by relationships, but we don't live by principles. That is where he is bringing us back to. Vidhi vyada bhimana grastam lokam shokahatam cha samastam. The whole world is going through this, and the whole world is crying. Whole world. Lokam shokahatam cha samastam. And we want to go and try to heal the world. Many of you must have heard pranic healing fellows. Huh? Maybe you are also victim of that. Huh? Many pranic healing teachers have come to me with the problem that all the people they were healing, their problems are in their life. Who asked you? Because they did some course, 3 weeks course or 2 days a week, and they learn some technique, and now when you have some money in your pocket, you want to spend, no? So same way, now they got, I am a pranic healer, I got a certificate, I am a pranic healer. Now they think they have to do they have to heal the world. They go, hey, come here, Jyoti, everything is okay in your life? Yeah. No, still maybe some problem. No, there is no problem. Everything is fine. But just little bit, only little bit foot ache. My God, I can heal it. They go, then that is done, then go here. Your relationship is okay, husband is okay, wife is okay, children are okay. They will delve and find a way to express their healing power. But they don't know that there is a consequence. That problem of that person has to go somewhere. If you are not ready and you don't know how to protect yourself, that problem is going to come. And this lady, I'm just going to give you one example, many cases have come to me. One lady, she went and tried to heal the problem, and she said, no, someone's friend. And on the phone she said, oh, these are the problems. I'll pray, I will do the pranic healing, I can do distance healing. She did for the whole family, everything. And all the problems of her family came into her family. The discord between the husband and wife, they were absolutely fine. But the problems came. The disease of the lady that came into her. And she came running. I said, I don't entertain. You attend the class, satsang. After that, we'll talk. And so someone who stays at my place, his sister brought. She is also pranic healer. I think she died because of that only. Because she left, in a young age, she became so thin. Because trying to do good to the world, heal the world, and all the problems. And she's not even 60 and she died so thin. Couldn't eat, couldn't breathe, didn't have any hunger. Continuously mind out of control, continuously judgmental. Even at that, if you are a healer, you should be at least some balance should be there. So this lady attended the satsang, and she said, Swamiji, my questions are answered. She answered. Then she asked some other questions. So be very careful when you do Reiki or these pranic healing. It is not you think I can't do it? I can also do it. But do I do it? No. You think Swamiji can't do it? If he touches someone, the problem will go away. Because we have seen, he touches, he just gives a mango and the child is born. Dangerous, man. We should not take mango. But do we go and tell, come, I will heal you, come, I will solve your problems? We never do that. Let nature decide how each one has to go through their prarabdha, through their destiny. Who are we to interfere? But we want. Look around. Everyone is going through birth, growth, disease, decay and death. Look around. Every person is suffering because of these four. Some people are happy because of someone's birth. Some people are happy because of unhappy because of someone's birth. Isn't it happening? Some people are happy that someone is dying. Some people are sad because someone is dying. Those who are happy because property will be mine. See? One surgeon in Melbourne, he called me, and I know that the daughter-in-law was pregnant and everything, and I said, okay. Hey, I said, congratulations, now you are a grandpa. He says, Swamiji, very gambhir, very serious. Swamiji, all that is okay. Please come and bless the child. I said, okay, I will come. Immediately I put the clothes on, took the car. I said, where are you? Oh, here. I went Monash Hospital somewhere near. Went there. And he did not give me any background of what I'm going to face. And I go into the house, and the daughter-in-law is there, the mother-in-law is there, and the child is there in her arms, and she's crying away. I said, I don't know what happened. And no, Swamiji, bless. And from under the shawl, suddenly the child came. Before I could even register what was going on, the child was put in my arms. And the hands were that thin. The brain, it was like a Martian skull, completely undeveloped child. And they put in, and what blessing can I give? So I chanted my mantra, whatever. Next day the child passed away. Now they will say, "Oh Swamiji, you chanted the mantra, so the child passed away." Is that the blessing? Think. When you are asking, give the blessings. Can I make that child live? Because that child does not, the it doesn't even have the brain to know the functions. It's not able to handle. It was going to die anyway. So what are they wanting? Are they wanting the child to die peacefully? It is going to die peacefully because it doesn't know what is happening. Because brain is not developed. For consciousness to express, brain is required. But brain is not the mind. See? So watch. This is the phenomena that is taking place around. Everywhere there is suffering. But Buddha talked about dukkham, kshanikam, dukkham. Life is temporary, every moment is changing, and every moment is only misery. When you look at the world, it's only misery. That which comes and goes can only give you misery if you attach to it. Then what to do? Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudhamate, Samprapte Sannihite Kale, Nahi Rakshati Dukrunkarane. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Just sit quietly for a few moments. Be attentive, discriminate. Be attentive of the unchanging principle that you are and all the changing. So sometimes your attention will go somewhere. See if that is changing or unchanging. And if something is seen, heard, felt, or imagined, if it is coming and going, immediately come. Who is knowing it? I am knowing it. Come back to the I. This is the discrimination. Do that for a few minutes and then we'll stop. शांति 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 हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम